Okay. Oh, that's disgusting. Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. So this video, it will be a multiple day video because I had to order some stuff, but I'm gonna wrap it all into one upload. We're gonna finish our shift assembly. So right now I'm kind of sitting as close as I can get to where I'm gonna be sitting in the car. I mean, obviously I'm lower than a seat, but I'm making sure that I can reach. So the seat, I'm gonna be sitting back like this, so my hands are gonna be like here, which is why I have a big long extension on my switch panel. This actually might have to be adjusted a little bit. It appears adjustable. I don't know. It's gonna be really close. And depending on how far back I have to lean my seat for my helmet to clear up here. So if I have to lean the seat this far back, I think I'm screwed, because that would be like, I mean, there's no way I could reach. I mean, the wheel I can still reach, but there's no way in hell I'd be able to reach the levers. So my seat's gonna have to be one notch up, in which case I can reach the lever just barely. And then the shifter should be okay, depending on the height of the shift knob. I think if the shift knob's too high, well, if it's too low, I'm in trouble because I'll be here to here, you know, so wheel to shifter, or wheel to brake, wheel, brake, shift, shift, brake, whatever, right? Okay. So this is kind of the way it should be. It's not in the way to get to the shifter. The problem is if the shift, so I have to get this adapter, because the adapter has a threaded, it's threaded, whereas this piece of crap is a slip-on shift knob, which I was pretty freaking pissed when I saw that, for the amount of money this thing cost. And it's a fucking garbage slip-on design, so I have to order a drill bit to make this fit properly, but this adapter will probably sit here and the shift knob will be here. So the problem is I'm thinking that's too tall. I mean, that means my hand's way the fuck up here to shift, and I could probably hit it here. So I'll probably take all three of these spacers out and put the shift knob down here. So that would be about like this. So my shift knob would be here, which I like better. So it'd be nice and short. I'm gonna be right next to Brandon's leg though. I'm gonna be right next to Brandon's leg though, which is gonna be, well, his arm actually. He's gonna have to hold his arm in. I mean, he should be holding a map or something anyway, but yeah. I wish we could move this over, but it's just not worth taking the transmission back apart to do that. So anyway, so with these spacers gotta come out, but as you saw last time, or you probably didn't see because it's a long ass video, but we had to modify our tunnel to fit the shift linkage that got messed up. So I 3D printed some protectors. what these will do is these will be siliconed in place, okay? And don't laugh, because I think it's the only way to protect the shift boot from damage. So I'm gonna cut this one probably to about this length. These are special scissors for cutting Lexan, so they should be able to handle this polyurethane. No problem. Okay. So now, and I'm gonna glue it in with silicone. I just need to make sure everything fits. And then I need to get this sharp edge cut off, or just bent back out so I can get the protector on it. I'd rather cut the edge off though, like that. So got the sharp edge cut off. Got to fill that with silicone because that's not good. And then this over here has a sharp edge. I'm gonna come in and uh-oh, this one's not gonna be as easy. Okay, so that should be nice if I could get it to come around as one long continuous piece. However, I couldn't print one that's long enough, so I will probably do a half length and a half length. So what we'll do, so this will be like this. And then this one will have to come around, and I have some tape to hold it in place because it's not going to stay in place by itself. And I got to cut some reliefs in it. I didn't want to print them in it because then I guarantee you it would cause issues with the printer. In fact, you probably notice it looks kind of shiny. I don't know if the GoPro has enough detail to show that, but this stuff has like bubbles in it, so I think I might have to order new filament. I don't know, you're not supposed to have bubbles in it, but it's not a structural component. But the next time I print something like a gasket, then I'm gonna have to probably get new filament, which is disappointing because it's not cheap for this good stuff. So you can see now that we have like little bumps forming. So those bumps we need to remedy by what you do is you cut a little V. If it'll let me cut it. Come on. Piece of crap. Kind of cut a V and it lets it fold over and collapse onto itself. Okay, so do that, and then it much more. Okay, and then we need one more V cut right there. Come on. These scissors are supposed to be like super sharp. They're not cooperating. Come on. It's weird, it cuts and then it doesn't cut. Okay. And then, okay, so then it'll, see now it lays flat like it's supposed to against the metal. So then we want this one to be here like this and come around, and it'll have the same issues. It'll need 2 V-cuts, and it'll need to be cut to length. So it will, I'm thinking, perfect. Okay. Oh, of course it went under the seat. Come on. Gotcha. Okay. So then we need, let's say we're gonna need one right there. I'm gonna try these snips, see if I can get it done faster. Oh, the snips are faster. I feel smart. Or are they? They sure seemed like they were cutting. Fuck. Okay. It's so weird. These scissors, like, they'll cut, and then they, I don't know, they just don't cut. Very, very, very confusing. Okay. So that's like that, and that's much better. And then we're gonna need another one. Probably. Probably here. This one's probably gonna need three triangles. If it would fucking cut them. Okay, so there. It probably needs one. That might be all it needs. I'm a little concerned by how that lip's not good. Like, that might cause us some problems. So anyway, so now we have to figure out how to get them on and keep them on until the silicone cures, which is an overnight process, of course. Ew. I don't even know if the silicone is still good, honestly. That's gonna be one of the challenges, I think. I don't want to have to go buy some. Or get it all over myself or the car. Okay. Is it coming or not? No, it's leaking out the back. Fuck. Shit. I have that could clean it out. Mm-hmm. Should be enough. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah, leak out back. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. There it goes. So the first little bit we're gonna come on. This is not gonna go well. I can already tell. Especially because the fucking thing isn't still clogged. Fucking hell. I need way more than that. Come on. What is the deal? It's just all coming out the back. I think this caulk is too old. Fuck. Okay. This one can go on at least, because it shouldn't fall off. You'd think it wouldn't fall off anyway. Probably because I didn't use a long enough nail to seal the tube. Oh man. No. Not this again. Oh, shit. Fuck. Great. That's great. Really great. Oh, I don't know how to work this shit every day. Be careful when it digs off the trash can. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Fucking hell. Whoops. Fuck. Let that dry when I throw in the trash can. Oh, great. Okay, this stuff is newer. That's white. That's all I got left to dry. I hate working silicone, shit's so nasty. God damn it. I thought I used a long nail on this one here. Oh no. Ah, damn it. Oh, this one's used to seal some really large gaps, so it's gonna make it 10 times more difficult to. Yeah, this one will work, but it's not gonna be pretty. In fact, I think I'm gonna take a different approach to this. That's front and that's back. Front, back. Okay. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I didn't do that in the car. Okay. This is not gonna be easy. Yeah, it sucks. Oh my god. This shit's expired. Not expired, just too old. But if I'm cured, I'm really pissed it doesn't even cure. Okay, that's always garbage. Okay, so we gotta. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Oh boy. This is not gonna be good. I don't know how I'm gonna hold this on. Just wants to come right back off. Shit. This is a two-person job, as most of this car is. Fuck. Ew, I got my hand. No. I need that to stay on long enough, which it's not going to. To get the masking tape wrapped around it. This is not gonna go well. Just stay. Just stay. Or not. Fuck. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's trying to come off. think I might have actually got it. This is a total fucking shit show. I don't know if this stuff's gonna stay on or not. That part especially, I don't know what to do about that. Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough and hope to God that the silicone isn't so, I don't know, I didn't think that shit expired, so just hope that I don't have to come back and 3D print a new protector strip and, you know, all that fun shit. Find a different way to glue it on maybe if it doesn't work, or get some new clear silicone, because the clear silicone seemed to work the way I wanted it to. So, I don't know, we'll see. When we unroll the tape, it'll either come off with the tape and we'll have to start over, or it'll work. I don't know, I'm not too confident with how, and then I still have to come back and fill in that hole somehow, so. Okay. Alright, I'll have to come back another day. Okay, we're back another day, so we're gonna pull the tape off and see if this worked at all. Oh no. What the fuck? The caulk's not cured yet? After a whole fucking day? Oh no. Give me a break. Wonder if that white caulk is just that expired that it's not gonna cure. Oh man. It's the last thing I need right now. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the white caulk's not cured. Are you fucking kidding me? that part's cured. That part's cured. I needed that. Oh shit. Okay, so the first step is to make sure our shift boot still fits. Which it does, although just barely. So what we do is we'd come back with a big ass zip tie and zip tie the shift boot in place. Okay. So the problem is we need to clean up some of these big gaps and holes. So this hole needs to be filled. This hole needs to be filled, and then we need to smooth this out. Probably won't touch the underside because I'm already short on space for the zip tie. So, but I need to fill this in here and this in here. And I just used my only paper towel, so nice. Okay, so we are going to cut this open. And fix the roundness. Okay. And then we're going to get some silicone down in these problem areas. Are you kidding me? It just squirted out a bunch of activator. Damn it. The problem with leaving this big hole here is that exhaust fumes could get in, or dirt, or flame, God forbid. So it has to be sealed off. So I'm just trying to smooth it out a little bit to kind of seal it off. This chair's in the way. Okay. Just put a little bit more down here. Okay. Whoop. Now same story over here. We need to fill all this with silicone. So that it doesn't leak air, exhaust, flame, whatever. do a little more fill work there. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So now I want to come back and I want to kind of, like for example, this here was kind of bleh. It would be nice if I could get it to stay, but I don't think it's gonna stay. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna run a bead around this whole thing. And again, the goal here is to keep exhaust fumes out, to slow down a fire if a fire breaks out. Okay. So the problem is I don't know how you're supposed to preserve this stuff to use again. I don't know if you can. It's $4 down the drain if I can't keep it preserved. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my hand and I'm going to kind of drag it, smooth it all out. Whoops. This part especially is kind of touchy. Okay. Whoa. So right here, this is kind of forming a shape, so I'm going to leave it right like that. I'm going to leave it in 5th gear to kind of help form that shape that it wants to form. This will look much better, obviously, when the shift boot is covering all this crap. So that's really it for today. And then something I realized, as far as the height of the shifter, this right here might be in the way of your arm getting to the shifter. So I'm probably going to have to put the driver's seat in before I make a decision on the height of the shifter and start drilling pockets into the shaft for the adapter. So anyway, we now have to let it cure for another 24 hours before we fuck with it again. So okay. And that'll be it until probably Monday or Tuesday. Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage. Wait, sorry, this is day 3 of the same video. What am I doing? Anyway, so the silicone dried really nicely. Everything's sealed up and ready to get the shift boot installed. This spot here is kind of janky, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. if I had a bigger 3D printer, I could have 3D printed a full-length piece, and that probably would solve that. But anyway, so with the seat mounted, aside from the fact that I'm probably going to bang my head on the roll cage padding, I haven't, probably, I don't know what to do about that yet. But anyway, so I think I'm going to use the shortest possible lever configuration. So if I put this all the way down here, I think that's the best way to go. So then my shift knob's like right here. So then I can, because fifth gear here is going to be kind of hard to reach. You can see that my elbow is basically straight. So, I mean, fifth gear is going to be like fingertip gear, honestly. It's going to be like that. So, third, luckily, not too bad. First is fine. So, I really wish the shifter wasn't leaned over to the right so far. I mean, it's not right, but it would take too much effort and too much redesigning of the shift linkage that I made to fix it, or having to buy an outrageously overpriced shift linkage. So we're going to leave it like this. And it kind of helps keep my hand away from this, so if I pull this, I'm not going to accidentally, like say I'm in first, you know, like you kind of see what I'm saying, there's a clearance issue there. So anyway, so we got to drill this out to match this size, because it doesn't match. So I got a 15mm drill bit, which is also a 19/32. We'll try that first. If that doesn't work, then I have a 32/64. I have the very next 64th size bigger, which I don't want to use it at first because it could be too big, and then it's going to be loose, and that defeats the whole purpose. So let me turn the camera off, turn it back on when I'm over at the workbench. Okay, so we got our 15mm and or 19/32 drill bit. Oh, sorry, the next size up is 39/64. That makes way more sense, math. Uh-oh. Ooh, this might be a problem. That shank is not the size I expected. Oh boy, this might be a problem. And it looks like Brandon, oh that's right, he was banging on the, he was banging on that washer, trying to get the washer to be flatter, and then I was like, oh wait, I have a copper washer, and he was like, you motherfucker. Put that there. Okay, so, and I got a shift knob threaded with actual threads on it. Granted, it totally fucked me over for the, so I've got these little plastic jaw things, which are garbage, and I should have gotten a nicer brand. So I can use those to hold it while I drill and hope it doesn't like slip or anything. Almost. Oops. It would help if I had it the right way. So I'm going to get as much clamping on it as I can. It's aluminum, so it should, I mean, I don't want to crush it in the vise, but got to get it pretty tight. And then hope to God this drill bit fits in the drill, or I am totally fucked. I'm going to be pissed. Oh boy. I think it's going to be close. Because I had the option to order a 3/8 shank, but it was expensive and it wasn't prime shipping, so it would have taken quite a bit of time to arrive. Like weeks. Fuck you. Okay. Please, please, please fit. Okay, it'll fit. Just barely. And obviously, you know, do this while the drill is not plugged in. Okay. Now you can plug the drill in. get a nice straight. Ooh, that's a lot smaller than I expected it to be. Uh-oh. Almost. There we go. And I made a huge fucking mess, of course. Okay. Try not to step in any of it. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off and clean up this mess because I obviously don't want to drag aluminum around the workshop, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back, and gotta knock some of this shit out of it. So gotta knock a lot of shit out of it. And it's hot, it's really fucking hot. Like, I'm amazed it absorbed that much heat. The thread's I might have to try and find a tap that fits and tap it. Or if I can just... That should be good. Just gotta get that shit. Okay, so this should now be the correct size. If not, I'm gonna have to drill it again, which is gonna be a huge pain in the butt. Oh, give me a break. It's just barely off. Barely. Okay. Before I do that, though, I want to take off the head. Motherfuckers, did they not use a metric shifter on a metric fucking car? Or is it just one size down? One size down. Okay. That's not gonna work. Guessing I just don't use the bolt at all? Is that the expectation? Okay. Have to put this somewhere where it won't get lost, 'cause might end up needing it. You know, never know. LR944 shifter. You know, what's really frustrating is I emailed Lindsay Racing several days ago and I asked them about this. I was like, do you recommend, number one, do you recommend a certain slip-on shift knob? Like something safe that I can use for racing? And they never fucking bothered to respond. So thanks a lot for that. Really nice. So, I'm doing my own thing. Now, where did that... Okay. The problem is I'm worried about if I take too much material out, then my set screws aren't even going to work. Man, it's so freaking close. I mean, it's like to the point where I could probably hammer it on, but again, I don't want to mess up the shifter, so I'm going to have to go for the next size drill bit, which kind of sucks, honestly. Wait, should I throw that package away? 'Cause I won't know what size it is if I do that. Okay. So this one is just slightly, I mean just ever so slightly larger. And if it doesn't work, then I'm totally screwed. Because then the next size up is way, 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 way too big. I mean, way too big. Okay. The other problem is my vacuum died while I was vacuuming up those metal shavings. I'm guessing a metal shaving got into the motor and ate it up. So that sucks. Oh, this one's got a flats on it. It's much higher. You always know it's a better quality when there's flats on it, or at least it's more well thought out. Okay. So, shit, am I recording? Uh-oh. Did I not hit record? Son of a bitch. What? I did. Okay, weird. All right, here we go. Fuck, I knew that was gonna happen. Damn it. Fuck you. This is not going well. I think I made it all the way in. At least I think I did. Can't tell. Yeah, I made it all the way. Okay. Now I gotta go find a different vacuum. Off camera, of course. Okay, now I gotta knock out the burrs again. Starting to get a little worried about how this is gonna affect the set screws. There's not many threads left. I might have to try to find a different adapter if this isn't going to be strong enough with those threads that gone. Or just be really careful on the set screw. Okay. Let's try it now. Pretty much perfect. I mean, I don't see it getting any better than that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to take the rubber mallet and I'm gonna try and knock it into place here. Thought I felt it like grabbing. No? Okay. Wow, it must be hot out here if that air conditioner's turning on. Okay, so now I need Loctite. Oh, that's right, I gotta go foot in, down, down. I don't know what I'm gonna do when the windshield's in my way. Okay. So we are going to Loctite the shit out of these little set screws. Hope to God that they can hold on the little bit of threads I left them. Come on. That leaks. It's gonna... Okay. We'll just do them all hand tight at first. I mean, that's already pretty damn tight. So we'll do the next one. Again, just hand tight at first. Not to overdo it. And yes, Loctite is definitely necessary on something that's gonna vibrate a ton. Okay. No. No, where'd it just go? Oh, no. It's lost forever. Fuck. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's lucky. I just have to be able to get it without making it worse. Nope, that's dirt. Shit. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get that. I'll have to come back to it. down there. How am I gonna get it? Ooh, magnet wand. Yes. Just think like an engineer. If I can get out of the car. I'm gonna fall my ass out onto the ground one of these days, or many days. Magnet wand. Please God, let it work. Got it. Got it. That was lucky. That could have been lost forever. It could have been rattling around in the torque tube forever. Okay, so now I'm gonna very carefully add some torque on these. And I mean carefully, since I took away a lot of their threads. I am barely even touching the... Okay. And again, I think it's fucking bullshit that Lindsay Racing didn't have a threaded shift lever, because the vast majority of universal shift knobs are made for threads, especially when you're racing and you need something reliable. So, I mean, they're lucky they're the only people that make a shifter for this car, and they're lucky that they're the only people that make a trans mount for the car, or I would stop buying from them, but I don't really have that choice. So, it's frustrating. Okay, let me clean up a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to do the shift boot. Okay, so I got everything ready to do the shift boot and get the shift knob on and done. So, the hardest part, I believe, will be getting the shift boot properly secured around this bottom, because if it's too tight, it'll fuck it up. And if it's too loose, then it's just gonna come off. So, the shift boot's like designed for this spot. Like, it's literally made to supplement a race car that doesn't have the OEM console anymore. But the problem is, it's not like, I wouldn't call it like secure. Like, it's not gonna anyway, so it's on, but I want it to stay on. So I want, wow, I was not expecting the zip tie to be too short. I brought an extra one just in case, but damn. Okay. So basically, the only purpose of the zip tie is yeah, I'm gonna have to play the lemon game. Again, not too tight, just enough to keep the boot from coming off, especially like if there's some kind of emergency. I don't want the boot coming off, so if it's too tight, it'll cut the leather. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. That ain't not going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. Ain't not going nowhere. Okay. That looks so much more professional than all that nasty silicone and stuff. Now, well, this might actually be the hard part. I don't know. We gotta get the boot secured onto the thing Problem is the boot's way too long, so I could cut it, but I rather like condom style roll it into itself so it's even stronger. Not looking like that's gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to cut it, which is disappointing because it wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap. I mean, I think we're legit gonna have to cut the boot all the way down to here because it's gotta come down. So it's gotta come down right like this. And then there's a groove down here to hold it. It's almost too short. It's actually like just about perfect. I would say cut it. So we're gonna wrap a zip tie in two places, here and here. So I would say for this part, I don't know, do I wanna bring it down even further? Like this? That's too wrinkly. I mean, you don't want it like ugly. That's not too bad. That's pretty bad, honestly. You really want it like, so if I do third gear, you want it to be, no, I guess that is about right, is to cut it like right there. I didn't bring anything to cut it with, of course, because I'm a dumbass. I really wish I could just roll it in and make my life 10 times easier. And I can like half-ass roll it in, but it's not gonna, well, maybe. Put the zip tie down. Might be able to. Come on. Go deeper. There we go. I'm getting it. I'm getting her. No, don't unroll. Don't unroll, you bastard. It's not doing what I want it to do. Come on, I need it way more in there. Like, come on. Because it's meant, I'm pretty sure this one's meant to be sewn into the, possibly the factory shift knob. I'm not sure what their intent was, but whatever it was, it doesn't fit my intent. So, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so now the shift knob goes on first, so I know kind of what I'm looking at. And the shift knob's got to go on like hardcore, like I don't want to be able to get it off on accident or get it loose during a stage. Okay, so now the boot has to go, there's a groove down here, right there. We got to get it in that groove. So right there. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again. Or do we want to do the top? Actually, let's do the top first. Okay. Okay, now we can do the groove. Or do I want to do the groove? Because it's kind of like free right now. God damn, that shift ball is huge. Not too bad though, especially for a gloved hand. I don't know, I might just leave it like that. Don't think that's gonna go anywhere. Because if I do it here, it's gonna look kind of weird, I think. It's kind of weird though that that's third gear. That second's kind of, it's going to be a learning curve, and then when I drive a car with a properly adjusted shifter, it's going to be an even bigger learning curve. How did Brandon get it in neutral? Or reverse, I mean. I can't tell if that's reverse or not. I don't know. I'm going to call that a win. It's really tempting to tie down that grooved part, though. I just don't think that would look right. I don't know. How's that going to look if I... Nah, it's not going to look good. It's a race car. Not supposed to look good, right? Okay. I don't know. Call that a day. Call that a day. I actually want to attach the roll bar padding now that I got the right size zip ties, but that's a different video. So thank you guys for watching. We finally got our shifter done. So yeah, see you guys next time.